Why they can't just call it a tavern is beyond me.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ask only for a little charity. Spare a coin for a poor old woman. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? It's so good to see you again. Oh, thank you. Divine's bless your kind heart. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. I hope the wind dies down a bit before tonight. Oh, no, you don't. The divine smile on a charitable soul. I didn't think you had the stomach for it. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. Yes? Up to no good, are we?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
If you're looking for a room, try the Bee and Barb. This place is for the working man. What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month. And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? Your outfit can't even fend for itself. I could do better tossing the gold into the sewer. You can't scare me with your tough talk. I'm not paying you people a single coin. Ask all you want. You can't squeeze blood from a stone. Not in this part of the world, anyway. Keep hands to yourself. If you're looking for a room, try the B&Bar. Of course not. My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She's been with me ever since her parents were... What does he want now? Ha! We'll see about that.
Get him!
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
Yeah! Those fools are fighting!
Yeah! Yeah!
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight
Your
back!
damn coin and get out of here. Svana, has that skooma-addled idiot Naluva paid her rent yet?
Does
Does she have more excuses?
She said she'll have it soon. She still has her job at the meadery for now, so she'll be able to pay us.
Why do you insist on defending that woman? All she does with her money is spend it on that dark elf garbage.
Just be patient, Aunt. She'll have it, I promise. Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean. Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it. Actually, there is, but I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do. Oh, this is... You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths. Or yours.
That old woman who runs the orphanage has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you coming out of there?
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence.
What do you want? With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Is displeased with your constant
Here for a room
inebriation.
or something to drink? Show me some coin first. Come back and see us again. Look, I've already told that buffoon that I'm not paying you people a look around you. I'm barely keeping this rat hole together. The war's seen to that. Come on, give it your... Never should have come here.
Help! Talon, another round.
I think you've had plenty, Vogel.
I've already told that
You should
buffoon
head
that
on
I'm... Look around you. Come on, give it your best shot.
I said, give me some. Fight! Fight!
Please stop. I'll pay. Take it. What are you doing that for?
Talon, my friend. Up for some fishing.
We got
this
the
week?
message. Now just take your business
Oh,
elsewhere.
come now. What's a dragon or two compared to
I
a
met
day
her when
full
I
of
wandered
fishing?
into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I don't know what to say. Such kindness is unheard of in these times. Here, I want you to accept this as payment for your sacrifice. And we both thank you.
So.
3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. They're vermin. Garbage. They're exactly what makes this city such a horrible place to live. How appropriate they should live in the Ratway with the rest of the trash. Disgusting. Ruined sewers filled with goodness knows what. There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. It's the Thieves Guild's territory. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both? Just get... out of here.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff? Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round 1. Down the hatch. Your turn. One down, my friend. And another one for me. Until next time. And how about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. I see. So, you don't remember fondling the statuary, then? I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. Well, you were deep in your cups when you got here. You were ranting, but most of it was slurred. You said something about Rorikstead. I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the others...
Meu Deus, eu vim parar aqui, cara. O Rifting pra marcar, meu Deus, cara.
Halt! You're under arrest for murder and conspiracy against... You're not sweet-talking your way out of this. Not after what you did. Skyrim has no use for your kind. Somebody help!
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, they mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs. And by Talos, I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
Best not go wandering east of the city. Bandits been seen around. Broken Helm Hollow.
Oh no! You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
You keep giving and giving, Bercy, and they'll keep taking and taking. When is it gonna end?
What would you have me do, woman? Cross the guild? Take them all on one by one?
You know I don't mean that. We need to find a way out of this. Perhaps talk to Layla.
Layla is as clueless as she's stupid. No. If anything's to be done about this, we have to deal with it ourselves. Oh no! You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you? Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it. Be careful.
Não, já não quero mais.
I hope you're here for friendlier reasons now. After all, I'm all paid. I can't pay! I can't!
This isn't happening.
Oh no, you're the one from Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself. You keep giving and giving, Bercy, and they'll keep taking and taking. When is it gonna end?
What would you have me do, woman? Cross the guild? Take them all on one by one?
You know I don't mean that. We need to find a way out of this. Perhaps talk to Layla.
Layla is as clueless as she's stupid. No. If anything's to be done about this, we have to deal with it ourselves.
All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the dragons, he's been very depressed.
I hope you're here for friendlier reasons. Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city is corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others. Authorities. Have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people. They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people. All it would take is a small force of guard to go into the Ratway and flush them out. It's our name for the old sewers that run under the city. It used to be a huge system hundreds of years ago, but it fell into decay, just like the rest of Riften. The Guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join, so watch yourself if you venture down there. I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold. I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold. I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold.
Nada.
I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket. I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake. I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Get that?
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble. Maul? Yeah. That jerk works for Maven Blackbriar now. Left me down here watching this garbage heap. I guess he's better at all that talking stuff anyway. I just mess everything up. Alright then.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no hand. Some may call this junk. Aye.
So, the job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions. Keep following. It isn't far.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The Guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the Guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the 4th era in prison. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Wanted to say something. I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed how well you're doing around here. Pull up a chair, my friend. This is... When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief. I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. I made a great deal of gold doing it, too. It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to... well, to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. And that's where my strengths came in handy. Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own. The last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again. I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that. Some other time, perhaps.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. I've never seen anyone with skills like yours. I just wanted to let you know that if you need anything, you can talk to me. My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Be seen.
Keep your hands to yourself. Hey! I want to talk to you. Now. I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about
So
the
you
killing
made it
for
out.
them.
Good for you.
Always a pleasure.
Don't expect me to thank you. I still remember what you did to me. What do you want? You've caused enough trouble. Good afternoon. Need something? Yes? Need something?
This better be important. I'm quite busy. Don't you have better things to do than disturb me? This better be important. I'm quite busy. I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way. This better be important. I'm quite busy.
Hey, let's talk a second. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, and we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot, and made our way out. Well, it was, up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run, so I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her. Huh, are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran, and I ran, straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften. Vex was waiting for me at the flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me, and laughed. Well, I'd forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back, and arrived hours before I left. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself. I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling. I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, and you'll have the whole guild to answer to. Come back and see me, if you ever need pickpocket training. You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything...
Come here a second.
You let me know.
I'll show you what I know. If you ever need more practice with
training,
the bow, just grab me.
Just let me know. Hey. Hey, keep your hands to yourself.
Ah, visitando um quebra. É foda. Porque ele tá me vendo? Não só vou porque tá olhando pro baú, cara.
Come here a sec. I used to live in Valenwood, working at my father's winery. We made the finest wine. We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge mansion, and I was even betrothed to a lovely young woman. Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring routine. Working at the winery, social visits with friends, parties with no one I cared about. I just wanted a little excitement. I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. I was running with them because it fit. Made me feel alive. Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. He confronted me one night and gave me a choice. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. Gave me a day to say my goodbyes to everyone. I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Blackbriar mead. Just about the best tasting. If talking your way out of trouble isn't enough, you could always pick up some Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. Helped me out of a jam more than once. If you ever need more practice with the bow, just grab me. Get away from me! Interest you in some marksman training.
Não tem nenhuma magia de fogo, cara.
Don't you have better things to do than disturb me? Sure, we can talk a minute.
Yeah?
Yes?
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no... Now you I like. I've been getting sick of the pushovers that usually walk in here. I think you and I are gonna get along just fine. Now it's time to get your feet wet, and I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some... If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks. I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stone. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck. Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. These jobs aren't gonna finish themselves, you know.
Nem wiem, co to magia de fogo. To jest magia de choque só. Ó, tem 3 scrolls de Fireball. Então são 3 scrolls bom pra gastar.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us. Good. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Sorry, just thinking about my experiments. My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need? I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent. But I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me? That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. It's exhilarating to observe the effects of my potions on the body. Watching the heart stop, the eyes go blind. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to keep us alive. Yet if only a single part of our imperfect machine fails, life fails. It makes one realize how fragile, how flawed we are. You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same world that gave us life provides us the means to die.
Nossa, no meio da conversa me enganei.
Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming noise. The only drawback is it won't regrow after harvesting. Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of Skyrim, and has a distinctive starburst-like violet flower. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unmistakable. My family. All that wealth, and they squander it on foolish ventures and political schemes. I was meant for so much more than all of this. I wish to pledge my life and ply my talents in darker circles. If only my mother would let me, I would make her proud. My experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients. Do hurry.
Need a ride?
Any luck with Sapphire? Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty... Trees. They're beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home. The fall forest makes me miss my childhood. Playing among the towering trees in Valenwood and living with my brethren.
Azul.
Yes!
Tô na parede, cara. Eita, isso. Eu tô treco.
Yes!
Okay. Lucian Hans. Cara, esse não é o cara da Dark Brotherhood? Como é que eu tenho isso? Dark Brotherhood do Oblivion. É. Speaker. Listener. Eu matei ele. Ainda não foi bem que matei ele. Pra não matar. O que tá fazendo, né? Escondido. Isso, isso. Uma poção de... Tá.
Is someone there? What was that?
Nothing here after all.
Sério que esse daqui é isso?
Is someone there?
I was sure I heard something. Huh? Huh? Nothing here after all.
Aqui. Limpo, botar.
What was that? I was sure I heard something.
O cofre espelho.
Nothing here after all.
Até um de cada lado.
Is someone there?
What was that?
Se me viram, cara. Mano. Na água. Longe.
What was that?
Is someone there?
tending to your hounds? You smell like a wet dog.
Watch the skies, traveler.
A lot of people are beginning to get impressed with you here, me included.
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lad. Let me take a look at what you... Arengoth sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be? Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name. Don't sound so eager. It's not a social visit. It's business. That's between you and Maven. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people. Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip, lad. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Until next we meet, lad.
If you need marksman training, and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you. Don't even think about it.
What do you want? You've caused enough trouble. Yes?
Interest you in some marksman training. If you need marksman, I'll show you what I know.
Caraca.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive. You're a firebrand, aren't you? It's about time Brynjolf sent me someone with business sense. I was beginning to think he was running some sort of beggars guild over there. Faith. I don't have faith in anyone.
Essa aqui vai ser a próxima cidade, né? Eles estão todos me invadindo.
Job get done, and was it done correctly? There's no gray area. Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Machius. He'll fill you in on all the details. Some layabout named Sabjorn. Been a thorn in my side for the last few years now. Not a day goes by that I don't regret letting Sabjorn get as far as he did. In only a few short years, he's taken that bile he calls mead to market, and a chunk of my profits with it. I can't imagine where he found the gold to take it to market so quickly. Exactly. With Sabjorn in prison, his meadery will be forced to close. Then I swoop in and take over the place. No more competition. The Golden Glow estate job has undoubtedly interrupted the supply of honey I need to make my mead. Sabjorn could use this interruption to his advantage and collect a larger share of the market. I can't have that. One more time, in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job, and you will be sorry.
can't get away from...
Deixa o negócio internet. Let's fire software.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles. What brings you? Amazing. These must have been very hard to come by. You've saved my business and warmed an old smith's heart. For that, I thank you. You wish to do what I do? Very well. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Só uma desencantada.
Return any time. You're quite welcome here.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Gems, potions, exotic
Protect
ingredients.
yourself right.
I have them all.
Buy armor from Grelka.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
My food. Some fresh meat to fill your belly, perhaps? Just what you see here.
Prices and the highest quality.
Vou ter que estar em White Run agora. White Run sumiu? What the fuck? vida.
Wait, I know you. Wait, I know. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crimes. All right, but you just watch yourself. Next time, I might not be so lenient.
Não fiz nem nada aqui.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me. Oh, what's wrong? Did the engagement fall through? Look, how about we call it even, as long as you bring back the wedding ring? That's really a shame. I was so looking forward to the wedding. You said you'd have all the most interesting guests.
Yeah?
You went right out to give it to your fiancée. Don't you even remember where you left her? And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why she left you. How could you forget? It was the sweetest story I'd ever heard. You met at the full moon, under the biggest tree in Witchmist Grove, surrounded by fireflies. It was straight out of a storybook. All right. You're mean when you're sober. You said the ceremony was going to be in Morvenskar. You said your friend Sam was going to be your best man. Farewell. It's a fine day with you around.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
This is
I'd be dead if not for
Skyrim's
Big North.
truest sons and daughters.
Took me in and helped me turn my life around. And we've done as much as we can. But remember, Whiterun is home to the companions. Any dragon that comes. Oh, I'm not a companion myself. I just help Vignor. He took me in when I was having a tough time.
Out the empire from this land that we own.
Farewell,
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look.
I'll come by Bellathor's
Once we
shop.
come
Markets them.
I'm sure we've got something you need. Some parting. I will.
Can't a man drink in peace?
Gotten around to it yet?
I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do.
No, you have to go.
Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the guard. And we're going to poison the mead. No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well. You know what I mean? You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat. Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work. Both of the buildings are connected by tunnels made by the pests infesting the meadery. There's an entrance to it in the basement storeroom of the warehouse that used to be boarded over. I've already removed the boards so the meadery would get infested. That's where you should start. Sabjorn keeps that locked up tight. If you can get through that way, go right. I made the mistake of borrowing coin from Sabjorn. He's allowing me to pay it back, but he's working my fingers to the bone. He treats me like a slave. I have to do every nasty, dirty job in the meat. If this plan works, not only is my debt gone, Maven and I worked out a little deal. If Sabjorn ends up in jail, and guess who gets to run the Blackbriar meadery in Whiterun? You're looking at him. Once Sabjorn is out of the way, Maven has plans for the place. One way or another, we don't want to consider it just more of the dirty work. I did my part getting them in there, now you need to clear them out. Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand.
Não desapareceu do mapa, cara. Por causa do ataque?
Where my bread is long winter.
Sangue.
Wait, I know you.
There you go.
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Wait, I know you.
Need some... I've got my eyes on you.
Wait, don't see the market. Okay.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here? Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Honningbrew Reserve for the Captain of the Guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done. Oh, very well. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is... I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back. Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Lent him a bit of gold some time ago. I knew he'd never be able to pay back. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper. Why? I've told the Captain of the Guard we'll have the meadery cleared for the tasting, and he could be here any minute.
Fazendo uma área encantada pra bater no prato. Ganso. Oh.
Das!
Alguém aqui embaixo. O cara tá fazendo um exército de rato.
Can't wait to see Sabjorn squirm.
Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crimes. You know what? You're not worth the hassle. Go.
Was
Some other
something we
place.
discussed? Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must. I haven't heard even a scratch at the door. Have you done it? Maven Blackbriar's gone out of her way to try and have me shut down. But fortunately, I have a good relationship with Whiterun's Jarl. Every year I sell more Hunning Brew, and Maven loses customers. Know why? My mead tastes better. Well, yes. I mean, all of the gold didn't come from me. I have a silent partner that helped me with the finances. Silent means I don't tell, and it's none of your business. Please hurry. The captain of the guard isn't patient when it comes to tasting time.
Well, Sabjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunning Brew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored.
Get away from me!
By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge. Here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move. Farewell, Sabjorn. I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need? So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. Here, this should help.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later.
Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know. can't believe that worked.
Deu, viu? Excelente. Deu.
What do you want? You've caused enough trouble.
Need something?
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around out here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. Well, well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I think you'll find this payment to be more than fair. Can I give you a little tip? Take every job you can get, or else you'll end up a beggar.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
And Kirava were speaking of it just a little while ago.
I hope that doesn't mean things are going to get worse around here.
The fairest prices and the highest.
Working at the Rift and Fishery is tough, but it puts some
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrow? See for yourself.
Vegetables as
Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
I trust you have good news for me? This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services. I believe Brynjolf wishes to speak with you.
Que tomando, seu vagabundo. Passar a espada daqui.
We're done here. I believe Brynjolf wishes to speak with you. We're done here. I believe Brynjolf wishes to speak with you. We're done here.
I knew I heard something.
Out of my way.